Yes, there we are. We are with the two little wiglets. Of course, they're still sleeping. Mommy says so just to the left of us in one of the tambuti. We can see a little bit of her, but it's not a clear visual for us to really frame up. But other than that, it looks like the two wiglets are fast asleep. And just as I thought, with this kind of heat today, it looks like when it's too hot, they tend to just not put too much heat on those little ones and sit to the side. But yes, it's so nice to see them. And I worked it out, I think it's 8 days now. 8 days. That's when Kelly got to see them wiggling around for the first time. So 8 days. Am I right? Did I get that wrong? I thought I worked it out right. I'm just like thinking, sorry, I'm just second guessing myself here now all of a sudden. But I think it was about 9 days. But yeah, they're going to be definitely sitting in this nest for several weeks, the two of them, and of course being fed by Daddy Wigs. Of course, the spotted eagle owl, the male spotted eagle, he will of course come and give the female a mouse or a rat or something, some kind of food, and then she will of course feed the little chicks. Sometimes she'll go out herself and hunt. If he's not successful enough, she'll also go out and to see if she can get something for them. But it's mainly the male's job to bring the food back to Mrs Wig's and to the two little wiglets. And after several weeks being in this nest, and then of course these two little ones will eventually start venturing out from that nest, and of course maybe perch around the nesting area and try and catch some insects and the smaller things, honing in on their hunting skills. And then after about 10 weeks they will start flying and start practicing to fly and to land and to hunt properly. But for now, I think they are just going to rest against the bank here in the Molawati. A perfect nesting site for the little wiglets, I think. Nice cover for them. I don't think too much can really get up to that side or come across these little ones because they're all tucked away. I think you can just get to see the one. Yeah, see the Stambuti tree here. You can just see it looks like the male, very much smaller. So I just want to show if we can maybe get a little bit of the male on screen here. The female is larger, so this is looks like the male. Yeah. See the huge Tambuti tree, stunning tree, absolutely one of my favorite trees around here. There he is. Oh, hello. Look at him. He's just making sure everything is nice and safe around here, and no predators is approaching the nest. And I think they can also be quite vicious if anything does approach that nest. I think one of the big problems could be a thing called maybe like the slender mongoose. I think it's slender because the slender mongoose goes for snakes, goes for any kind of chicks that's on the ground, like your lapwings, Egyptian geese, that kind of stuff. So I think if a slender mongoose has to come around here, you'll find that Mr and Mrs Wiggs will not be too happy about that. And with those big talons on them, they can cause a lot of damage to that slender mongoose. So you can hear him making a noise there, calling the other one now. A bit of communication. Gia, yes, definitely. Always, it is nice to see the little wiglets. It's nice. One thing, once again, here on Wild Earth, we are really, really special. I can say, amazed by these kind of things where we can actually see these animals grow up. We are definitely spoilt with that, and for myself as a guide, get to see this every single day coming here. It's the same as I was talking about dark mane as well last night. It is very special for us to get to see animals growing up from being chicks, being cubs, being pups, whatever that is around here, and getting to see them day after day. It is definitely special. I think that's why it's keeping the eyes on the wiglets here for the next several weeks. It's going to be amazing. I think when I go and leave, I'm going to be missing a little bit of the growing period of the little ones. But it's alright. I'll always come back and I'll see them much bigger again. Growing up to become proper spotted eagle owls. And that's one of our more common owls around in these areas is your spotted eagle owls. I know that there is a organization that's around in South Africa itself. I know that's happening up there close to, funny enough, close to Madikwe, where they've got the owl project happening that side, because unfortunately a lot of, if there's roadkill and all that, owls tend to, especially the spotted eagle owls, they tend to come down onto the roads to, of course, grab the roadkills at night time, and they pretty much sometimes just take off a little bit too late, and a car, can hit them and kill them. So there is a big project and organisation that goes that side. I think it's called Save the Owl Project, and it's a very, very special up that side in the northwest. In other words, try and keep your eyes open at night time. If you do see an owl, slow down.